Good evening. Today we are going to practice problems on motion under gravity. Now to understand motion under gravity, you go to the video which was theory video, and from this you will be in position to understand the problem. So this is my YouTube channel, Civil Engineers Technical Hub, and in playlist you have to watch videos that is engineering mechanics. So now in this, we are going to solve the problems. This is your syllabus of Pune University. And in this, we are going to solve the problems that are related on motion under gravity. Now we have a stone is dropped from rest down a well. So now we can draw the diagram. And in that, in last problems that is on constant acceleration, we have seen we will draw the diagram and then problem becomes easy. So now you can have a stone is dropped. So rest U0 down a well. Water is at a distance 24 meters. So let us, we have water here. Draw the diagram in mechanics. So we have this distance as 24 meters. Determine the time required to strike the water and striking velocity. So now you can see we have equation. So V square equal to U square minus 2AS. So using this equation, V square equal to U square minus 2AS, we have to find out U is given is 0. So if we will substitute V square equal to 0 minus 2 into 9.81. Now keep in mind, we have value of S is minus 24 meters because this is your initial position and stone will be here finally where this is my final position. So final position is below initial. So S is minus. So we have substituted minus and from which we got value of V 21.7 meter per second. But we know this value we have plus or minus. But as motion is downward, so we have value of V as minus 21.7 meter per second. And now to find time, we will use V equal to U minus GT. V is minus 21.7 equal to U is 0 minus G into T. And from this we will get T is equal to 2.21 seconds. So V we have minus 21.7 meter per second and T 2.21 seconds. Then an aeroplane is fired vertically upward with a muzzle velocity 294 meter per second. So let us, we have this will be muzzle and we have velocity of this is 294 meter per second. That is in upward direction. So we have positive. The maximum height reached by it. So now always we have to keep in mind when we will talk about this. So at maximum height, my final velocity should be 0. And this is your value of S. Or we can say maximum also. Now we will go with, so we will use V square equal to U square minus 2GS because we know value of U, we know value of V, and therefore we can find S. So V is 0, so we will substitute it 0 equal to 294 minus 2 into 9.81 and this is H max. This is my initial position, this is my final position. So my value of S is positive. And from this we will get value of H max 4405.5 meters. So this value we have 4405.5 meters. Now we have second time taken to reach this height. Now we can go V equal to U minus GT, V is 0, U 294, G 9.81 and T, we will get value of T 29.9 seconds. So we have, this is one answer, this is for second. Third, the velocity at the end of 20th and 40th second. So now we have to see, so at T is equal to 20, so that means it is in upward direction. So we have, this will be U 294 meter per second. T is given 20. So t is equal to 20 seconds. And we have to find v. So simply we have to use v equal to u minus gt. T is 20. And therefore value of v we have 97.8 meter per second. Now second it was asked 40 second. Now you have to keep in mind at maximum height it is 29.97. So now this velocity is plus. So it is in upward direction. But at 40th second it will coming down because it will go somewhere. So if I will draw the diagram, so it will go up. So it will be here and time we have 29.97. And then it can come down. So it is somewhere here, which will be my final position. And here we have t, total time of travel is 40 seconds. It will go up and then again come down. We can use same equation v equal to u minus gt. So, and u is 294 minus 9.81 into 40. And we will get value of v minus 98.4. This is most important. We have this value minus 94.8 because it is in downward direction. Because till 29.91 we have in one direction, but after 29.91 you have to come to downwards. And likewise we will get value of this. A ball takes t seconds to fall from a height h1 and 2t seconds to fall from a height h2, a ratio of h1 to h2. So now we are going to release a ball from this and to come to h1. So we have, let us, this distance is h1. It will take time t. And now we are going to throw this ball and we have distance that is h2 and time we have that is 2t, double of this. And we are interested to find h1 and h2. So we have to just use s equal to ut because s we have given t, u is given. And therefore we are interested to find a ratio of this h1 to h2. So we will get minus h1 because now you have to keep in mind your final position in both cases. These are below initial. So in both cases, we have these values as positive. So we have minus h1 minus half gt square. And when we will put s equal to h2, t is 2t square. And if we will take a ratio of these two, then we have minus h1 upon minus h2. Then in first case, minus half gt square. In second case, minus half. So this becomes 4t square. And this half gt square, that gets cancelled. And we have h1 to h2. This value we are going to get as 0.25. Then we have next two balls are dropped from same height at 1 second interval of time. So now we have to keep in mind we are going to drop the ball. So first ball we are going to drop below. And second ball we are after 1 second. So this is first ball. Let us, this ball is here. And separation between the two balls after 3 seconds means we can have this is u equal to 0, t equal to 3 seconds. Second ball we are going to draw below, but it will travel only t equal to 2 seconds. And we are interested to find the separation between the two. In both cases, we have u equal to 0. So we will have, you can see this, I have also drawn here. So we have s equal to ut minus half gt square. T is 3, so we will get minus h1 as half g into 3 square. And in second, so this value comes 44.15 meter. Means you can have this distance 44.15 meter. Now in second, it travels only 2 seconds. And then you have this value 19.62 meters. So this value we have 19.62 meters. And the separation between the two balls, so we have to find this distance. And this we have 44.15 minus 19.62. And we will get this value that is 24.53 meters. That is separation between the two balls when one ball dropped after 1 second from the first. Then we have a stone is released with zero velocity from top of a tower, reaches ground in 4 seconds. So we can have this tower and we are going to drop the ball. And it will reach the ground 4 seconds. So t is 4 seconds. And now velocity v is maximum when it reaches the ground. So it is not zero. So be very careful with this. So we have this will be final. That is after 4 seconds. And we are interested to find the distances. So simple, we have s equal to ut minus half gt square. As we have this height h and we have initial velocity 0, as it is coming down, so value of s equal to minus h. This is my initial position and this is my final position. So to understand this, you go to the theory video of motion under gravity, then only you can understand this sign convention. And from this we will get maximum height of tower 78.48 meter. So we have h, that is 78.48 meter. These equations you can understand if you will see that motion under gravity theory part. A stone is thrown upward from ground with velocity 24 meter per second. So we are going to throw a stone upward from here, from ground, and velocity is given 24 meter per second. Determine the time required to reach the ground again. So that means it will go up and then it will come down. So again ball is here. So what is value of s? S is 0. So simply we have to use this equation. We will get time t. So s equal to ut minus half gt square. S is 0. U is 24. T minus 9.81 by 2 into t square. Solving this, we will get t that is equal to 4.89 seconds. Here we need not require to see what is time till up and then make it double. Need not require to go for this. Directly we will get value 4.89 seconds. Then we have a stone is released from top of a tower of height h meters. It takes t seconds to reach the ground. So now try to understand again this. So I have taken each problem separately of separate different concept. So now released means initially 0 and it takes h when it reaches ground, time is t. And then what is the position at t is equal to t by 3. So we are going to release this ball. We have 0. And then we have, let us, this will be h win. And here we have ball position. And t is equal to t by 3. So simply use s equation. Substitute the value. Now this is initial position. This is final position. Final position. Initial position. So h is minus. And we will get this for ht by 3. Now in ht by 3, so this h we can say ht by 3. And then we have value of t is t by 3. So we will get this value. And now if we will make ht by 3, then we have ht by 3 is h by 9. So what is the position of the ball in t by 3 seconds? So now you can see this value of h is half gt square. Here we have separated it 1 by 9 and half gt square. And from this we will get the ball is at h by 9 height from top. From top, from ground if we will find, then we have to go h minus h by 9 and it will be 8h by 9. It is from ground. You have to see answer, we have to go from top or bottom. Then we have a ball is thrown with a velocity 10 meter per second from a cliff. So we have some cliff and from this we are going to throw a ball. And this cliff is 15 meter above ground level. How much time it will take to reach the ground if it thrown upward? Now try to understand this. It will go up and then it will come down. velocity is 10 meter per second. So we have initial velocity 10 meter per second. So positive because it is upward. So we will use simply this. So now this is my initial position. This is my final position. Value of s, distance between initial and final. Final is below, so minus 15 meters. And we have substituted this. So we have this will be actually plus 10t because we have thrown upward minus 15, and that is minus half 9.81 into t square. And from this we will get that is half into 9.81 into t square. Now this value we have minus 10t minus 10 equal to 0 because as we are throwing upward, so this value should be plus. And by solving this equation, just I will solve this. So we have second degree. So 9.81 divided by 2. Then we have minus 10. Then we have minus 15. And when we will solve this, we have value of t 3.04 seconds. Now we will have second, we are going to throw it downward. And distance traveled is again 15 meter. Initial velocity u is minus 10t. And we have s again minus 15. Now s is same because it is distance between initial position and final position. And now when we will solve this, so this is not t is equal to 1 second actually. So we have this will be t is equal to 3.04 seconds. Now we have, so now this v also we have actually wrong. So we have 3.04 seconds. So now we will go to the next, that it is thrown downward. So we have value of s equal to again ut minus of gt square. And then we have s, that is minus 15 minus 10t because it is downward now, and then minus half gt square. And then if we will solve this, we have half gt square plus 10t minus 15 equal to 0. And if we will solve this, then we have this value that is equal to 1. So we have t is equal to 1 second. Obviously, it is coming downward. Now, if we will find velocity in this case, then we have v equal to u minus gt. And u we have 10 plus minus 9.81 into 3.04. And from this we will get value of v, that is 10 minus 9.81 into 3.04. So this value we have minus 19.82 meter per second. Now in this case, 1 second we have v equal to u minus gt. Now u is minus 10. And gt we have minus 9.81 into 1. And we will get values same, minus 19.8 meter per second. Because when the ball will go up and come to the same point, so at this point, your value of u is minus 10 meter per second. Because we have s0, and this portion, if I will say, then we have v square equal to u square minus 2g s. S is 0, and therefore we have v is equal to plus minus u, and therefore it will be minus downward 10 meter per second. So likewise, we have to solve the problems related with motion under gravity, but you please go to the theory part of this to understand this equation. Now we will stop here only. Thank you.